Greetings, folks. It's the first week of October 2021 and I'm at Tolay Lake Regional Park in Petaluma, part of the Sonoma County Regional Park system. I just drove down that bumpy gravel road to get to the entrance of this park, and I'm taking a look around. I have been here one other time in the past, but not to this area. The last time I was here was a couple of years ago for it was like a fall festival with a pumpkin patch and fall activities. Then they canceled that in 2020 and they've canceled it again in 2021. So I thought I'd come out here and just take a look around, basically when there's hardly anyone here, and just check it out for myself. There is a day use parking fee. That is $7. I do have a pass, an annual pass, so I can bypass that. I see a neat building over here that says the farm stand. We'll go check that out. This sign says Tolay Lake Regional Park, Ancestral Lands of the Coast Miwok. Those are Native Americans, and at the bottom of that sign it says, "The sacred is everywhere and in everything." All right. And there's an overview. I believe that's the trail that I'll be taking. The farm stand is right there. Looks like a group picnic area here at the farm stand, which, by the way, is not in operation. There's some old farm implements here. And an old shed. Oh, what a cool looking old shed that is. I'd love to see that decorated for Halloween. And just below that is another little picnic area, a couple of signs. Apparently they do graze cattle on these hills. And if you know me, you know that I'm a little frightened of cows. I know it's irrational, but that's the way it is. And here's the raptors of Tolay. Some interesting birds out here. Okay, I'm going to check out that path. Approaching that path, it says historic cattle scale. Stay off. Interesting. There's where I'm headed. This barn says Nighttime Creatures Barn. The doors are closed, so I can't look in there. It's a cool old tractor. And this tree-lined path is where I'm headed. It looks like it's called the Causeway Trail. Apparently the fish pond is at 1.5 miles away, and then there's a 3-bridge vista. I'm not sure I'll make it that far. All the trails are open. Stay on the trail. And here's a look around. I do not know what all those buildings are up there. Some of them look lived in, so they might be residences of some of the caretakers here. Some of them may be historic buildings and used for other things. Couldn't tell you, but this is wide open rangeland. And we're approaching a cattle gate. Keep the gate the way you found it, and I'll go through it now. Boy, this really looks desolate at this time of year. I imagine in the spring it's absolutely beautiful when everything's green, but now everything is brown. It's also a gray day. So I'm not overtaken by the beauty of the area yet. But I'm out here to get some exercise and just to investigate, so we'll give it a chance. There's an old dilapidated vineyard over there. That's something you don't see a lot of in this area. Most of our vineyards are well cultivated. And that one looks like it's pretty much left on its own, maybe abandoned. I'll have to find out more about the history of this place, and I'll either put some information up above as I take this walk, or I will leave it in the comments below. Okay, I just went through a second cattle gate, and I see the cattle. They're over there. Okay, and darn it, they're on the pond trail, which is where I intended to go. So change of plans, I'm going to go on this East Ridge Trail instead. Here's another vineyard, and this one looks like it's being kept up a little, although it is not in pristine shape either. But yeah, it looks like it was groomed sometime this season. Perhaps the grapes are harvested. Sure looks like it. I don't see any. A little bit of an incline here, and something coming up on the right. Okay, it's a restroom way out here. That'd be handy if you were working the fields, or gosh, you would need one anyway, just go in the field. But all right, I'll go a little further here. Passing by some dilapidated fencing, all tied together with wire. Makes you want to draw that or paint that. It looks so rustic and cool. And there's a very pretty tree right here. I do not know what kind of tree that is. Show you the leaves. Actually, there's a few of those along this trail. A neat rock wall, and gate number 3. Give you a look around just past that gate. Definitely some cow trails up on that hillside, and there's the view as this path or this trail continues. I can see another neat old dilapidated barn through the fence. And then right next to it, a trailer. So somebody's caretaking this area probably. And I'm coming up on a 4th gate. Okay, it is getting warm, and I'm getting some wonderful views already. And I think I will go back and change into something a little cooler and investigate the property a little further. Okay, back down here near the buildings where I started off, I see there's another trailhead called the Historic Lakeville Road. And we've got a burrowing owl trail, historic rock gate, and Vista Pond. Well, I'm not sure how far I'll get, but I see another cattle gate up there, so let's go for that first. Oh, choices, choices. There's the Duck Pond Trail there. Looks like I go through this cattle gate, or I can go the historic Lakeville Road. Ah, so many choices. Okay. Taking a look around. The Duck Pond Trail sounds interesting, but I can always do that on the way back. I'm going to look at this first gate and see what I see. Passing by, looks like mamas and their babies, at least a couple of them, and then maybe one more auntie. Now that baby looks like he's on the other side. Oh, there's one over beyond the fence. Actually, so is that one on the other side. So I don't know what's going on here. These cows must be over here, separate from the herd for a reason. There are a lot of these little birdhouses along the way, and this one I think may hold a little treasure. Hold on a second. Okay, that was an easy find. There's a geocache, and I will sign the log and move on. Well, what do you know? Here's another cattle gate and the first map I've seen. So that's something I'm going to have to study for the future. So at this cattle gate, well, let me get through it first. It looks like we can do the pond trail from this side, and then the burrowing owl trail is up there through that gate. Or we can stay on the Lakeville Road Trail. So I feel like I'm just kind of wandering around at this point. And I'm not sure which way I'm going to go, but I'll get back to you. Okay, one final short jaunt here. Duck Pond Trail that I passed up earlier. Got to go through this gate. Well, it's only a few feet up the trail, and I guess that's it. I do see a bird over there, a crane or something like that, maybe an egret. Well, I'll continue up a little ways. Well, this is a little rougher trail, and definitely more vegetation. Well, that's a first. This gate is open. And let's see what the name of this trail is. The Cardosa Trail, which would go either that way or back down that way. However, I have just about had it for this morning's exercise. Been out here about 3 hours. I know it only seems like a few minutes to you. But I'm getting hungry. So with this view of some of the buildings here at Tolay, I'm going to say thank you for coming along with me. Take time to wander, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.